That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Check, 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 check,
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got it to the 43 here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jamal Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Giants at 7-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming. We got double up.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A give up the middle to Carter.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Check 50. Check 50. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot. Alpha. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Another run with Mitchell.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run for it with Carter.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check it back. SOS. Got me too. SOS. Check the rim. Check 13.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Carter straight ahead.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Brady forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, a run with Carter.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, 66. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Here's Strong to begin the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On first down, right back to Strong.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
Check smash. 19 fight.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Moore, the man in motion. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's Mitchell. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check three. Out. Watch twist. Get 3 in now.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill.
A give up the middle to Carter. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's back to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 6.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.